in Yoruba Oduduwa Republic, Yorubas will have an opportunity of deciding what kind of country do we want to have? What type of government do we want to have? What type of economy do we want to run? And what type of education do we want to give to our children? And how are we going to fund all of these? What type of tax and taxes are we going to impose? And all these things will be decided by the Yorubas themselves. Nigeria, nobody decided. Some people put themselves together and they then threw all of that on you. And they said, take it or you die. That is what you are trying to tell Yorubas not to take. That is what you are trying to tell Biafrans not to look into. The opportunity to sit down and read the terms and conditions of the country they want to live in, the country they want to be part of. It's not a pseudo country that nobody is responsible. Nobody, you can't hold anyone, right? Especially under this Bukwari, everyone is the government. So you can't hold anybody. No one is responsible. People are dying. There is no future. Children are being given birth to. See, the children that they gave birth to in 1999, they are no longer children. They are adults. Some of them are watching me right now because they are over 22 years now. Think about that. And think about another 22 years. If things could get this worse, and with the state of things right now, what is the future of our children? Should Yorubas continue to say, oh, we will just be president? President of who? Another Bukwari? Tifnumbu that is falling apart, that is breaking apart. You want Tifnumbu to be a Yoruba president? To do what? To come and give Yoruba children good education? How about that right now in Yoruba land? Is Tifnumbu not a Yoruba politician? Is he not the national leader of APC? Can he not influence educational policy that will help children, kids in Yoruba land, like Awolowo did? Can they not do that? But today, they have raised army of Agberos, army of ass lickers, boot lickers, crumb chasers, crumb eaters, and all of them. The Lagos Abobakus that will tell you, even Fashola came out and he said, that one is a premium Abobaku anyway. He said, education is not cheap. If you want good education, then you have to be ready to pay for it. And these are the guys who lived through the era when they were getting free education in Yoruba land, free Western education. Every child in Yoruba land, whether you are an Hausa, you are an Igbo, or wherever you come from in any part of Nigeria, as long as you are living in Yoruba land, and you have your kids in Yoruba land, your children benefited from free education in Yoruba land under Awolowo. Why is that so difficult for the likes of a genius Tifnumbu to do now? Is it when he becomes president, like Bukwari, then he can stop the terrorists from killing us? He can then stop what? Tell me. Build Lagos State and at least build them a metro rail line in Lagos State in 22 years. So are you telling me that it's only when Tifnumbu become your president, that is when they will construct a walking metro line for the mega city, the mega slum of Africa? Come off it. So when people tell you that in the new Oduduwa Republic, Tifnumbu is going to be the one controlling it, you are wrong as well. You see, when people are involved in what will become their own country, definitely they are involved. The likes of Tifnumbu and Co won't have a say. How would they have a say? Oh, you're talking about what they do in Nigeria right now. Some of you are actually like you don't seem to be following so well. Let me give you an idea that you might probably work with, and if it doesn't make sense to you, well, it's up to you, right? Apart from the political propaganda that they continually use in Yoruba land, apart from that, the introduction of armed thugs into politics in Yoruba land, buying guns for armed young people, arm them, give them gun, give them money, and also provide them protection. Tifnumbu, worked his way throughout this. That's how he emerged as a notorious, gang leader of all the notorious criminals you can think about in Yoruba land and in Nigeria too. And let me break it down for you. When Tinubu became governor of Lagos State, right, he didn't do anything in particular other than the fact that he understood one thing. He who controlled the media, somehow, and managed to control the narrative will be able to sway people's opinions. And he has money. So he invested money, a lot of it, in media. He started first, he started bribing some journalists, some top columnists in different newspaper platform, to buy them onto his side, writing good stuff about him, his plan, Lagos Master Plan, this Lagos Master Plan that will make Lagos State one of the best countries in 8 years, blah, 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 blah. Then after that, when some of these newspaper companies, these media houses, when they started going under, which in my own opinion, will probably because of Tinubu's agenda to cripple some of them, make them run into trouble so that he could buy them. So he started buying most of these media houses without changing their names. Do you get what I mean now? So people still see the name and they don't know the owner. So Tinubu began rescuing these media houses. And that is how he became a darling in the, in the editors' rooms, in every media houses in Lagos. So they hyped him. Oh, yeah, they're going to do this. They are building this, that. They blah, 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 blah. They were building a slum. Another way he entrenched himself was to ensure that he used people's resources to buy loyalty from those those he compromised, like judges. Tinubu is a very, very cunning criminal. When he became the governor, being the only person that can sign the CFO, certificate of occupancy of land in that state, right? He had the capacity then to just confiscate people's land in the name of development. Tinubu will take over people's land. He took so many land, right? Some of them, he gave them to his business partners to develop them as golf course, golf resort, hotels, shopping malls, and many of those land he gave them free to judges, to police commissioners, everyone that is needed to be bribed. So he kept giving and giving and giving and giving, and he made so many people, so many civil servants, judges, court clerk, lawyers, so many people. He just made them automatic landowners in choice areas in Lagos. Do you get that now? That was how he bought his loyalty. Do you get what I mean now? So from then on, he was able to then expand his political circles, which is to the people he was stealing from. Remember, they have armed boys. They have those they have compromised. They have compromaton in the civil service, like in the judiciary. You know what I'm talking about? So compromise them so that they will always have to look the other way. Whenever Tinubu or Tinubu's interest come on their table, right? He's taking care of the police. He's taking care of the military. He's paying them steady. They won't touch him. They won't question him. Now, the people he's stealing from, it is now for him to give them something back. And he said, Lagos, oh yeah, okay. You remember that time? About this, okay. You remember? Jeunsoke was that, let us just eat anything like that comes our way. Do you understand? That was the era they started introducing this free food in Yoruba land. Free money in Yoruba land again. It made sure that the healthcare system in Lagos State, as much as they continue to say, oh, it's the best, they just built this, they renovated that, they blah, 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 compared to the resources he has in his disposal at the time, yeah? And the result of what they delivered, what they did was that they destroyed everything in every institution. Same way Boko Haram is destroying all the institutions in that country now, right? Tinubu destroyed all of the institutions in Lagos State. He redesigned them. Ministry of Finance, and also the department that is in charge of revenue collection in Lagos State. They are still existing. People are still collecting salary. Then he opened another company that he stole from somebody else, who gave him the idea of how to make more money from tax by digitalizing tax collection. He stole the money he stole the company Alpha Beta from that person, and he made it his own. And today, Alpha Beta is the one collecting tax for Lagos State government. Alpha Beta is the one collecting federal allocation on behalf of Lagos State. All this money go to Alpha Beta, and Alpha Beta will then give Alpha Beta will deduct their own percentage, and they will remit the rest to Lagos State. That's when Sanwo-Olu can then go and check if he needed to clear a gutter, if he needed to fix a pothole. There is no future for the children of Yoruba land through that. So what is the legacy of that Tinubu that they will tell you to wait for another, how many years? 8 years of your children going through God knows what? I have no idea. So that is why an average Yoruba man, a Yoruba woman should be out there demanding for a self-determination, which gives us this total control over what we want, what we do, and what happened to our people, including how to protect our people. Do you understand that? They asked Tinubu, what should be the solution to the insecurity in Nigeria? The 3 options that he gave, the 3 solutions he gave, they are the most stupid and most foolish solution that any stupid person could ever give. Even stupid people don't give such a stupid advice, right? Tinubu came out and he said, why can't we just get some land? Yoruba governor use the little Bambi Ala money they give to you in Abuja. Go and build ranches for this marauding terrorist killing and kidnapping your people. Go and build ranches. I'm not saying you should give it to them, but they can come and rent it. That is his own number 1 solution to stop the killings. The number 2 solution is, when they asked him about unemployment, he said, Boko Haram, they are recruiting the youth because there is no job, there is no work in Nigeria. They promised you 3 million jobs every year. If they have been delivering on those jobs, by now, 6 years, you should be having about 24 million jobs created now. But today, 33% of Nigerians are jobless, officially. And unofficially, people say they are actually over 89% who have no job. And in fact, if not because of politics, we can say 98% of people who have no jobs. But because politics is what some of them does, that's what they feed on, that's what they have been living on, so we can say they have partial job. But officially, 33% unemployed of 210 million people. Unofficially, 89 million. That is a death sentence. When they asked him what's the solution, they said, Boko Haram is recruiting the youth. Recruit! 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 That's what he said. That they should recruit 50 million. 50 million youth. And to fight Boko Haram, 50 million of you. They just want to give you they just want to give these jobless Nigerians one job, which is just go and die. That's the solution, second solution of Tinubu. And that is the man that they are telling you to wait to be president as Yoruba, so that then Yoruba will be what? Safe. Obasanjo no do presidency. Sure, Obasanjo no do 8 years. Since the start of this democratic dispensation 22 years ago to this day, Obasanjo time is still the best time so far. It was during Obasanjo time that Nigerian debt entered 0. At least they did them. even though they don't enter over 100,000, I'm 100 billion now. And do you know who left that debt? The military. Who were the military government from 1984? I mean 1985. In fact, who are those in government since 1980? 1979? Shagari, Buhari, Babangida, Shonekon, 7 months, or Abacha, 5 years, Abdul Salami Abubakar, 1.5 years or thereabout. Then, when they were going, for those years, when they were living, they left the debt of over 80 billion for the new government, and they handed over a fake constitution. Do you understand? Hausa Fulani criminals, with the collaboration of their own Yoruba Igbo criminals too, they brought about this. But let's be very clear. They said they have been in power, they control power, they will do whatever they like with it. So they ruled the country and they ruined it. Obasanjo came, he paid the debt, they cleared him to zero, handed over to Yaradua. Yaradua no hand over to Jonathan. Jonathan handed over to Buhari. Well, within just 6 years of Buhari, they have borrowed over how much? 30 trillion naira. And they are borrowing more. They are printing billions and billions and billions of naira every month. Where is that money going into? It is going into their greed. How much do you think Yoruba will pay? With our money? With our resources? With our lives? How much do you think we have to pay before we will have to decide that enough is enough? My people said they have already done it. They have paid enough. They won't pay again. And you should listen. Poverty is not a joke. Let me tell you something. Do you get that now? That you are privileged enough in your own way to have some leverages and all of that. Be thankful. There are millions trapped in total lack and want. I'm talking about simple things in Yoruba land there. They told our people to go to school. We sent them to their schools. But the country couldn't give them jobs. The country still blames them for not being able to create jobs themselves. And when they try to do one, the country come after them. Fintech in Nigeria have been shut down simply because Nigeria don't entertain anything tech. Oshunbade said they are going to give you tech job. After 6 years, if SARS is not shooting you because you are carrying a laptop, even what do you call it? Their police or their government policy will shut you out of business before you know it. And that's you. That's how terrible it is. Our youth are being led into more crime. Our young Yoruba youth are being led into frustration, a frustrated life that gives no hope. And where do you think the consequences of that will come to? It won't go anywhere. It will be in Yoruba land. And when that happens, we're going to have our own homegrown bandits, homegrown Boko Haram. You are not thinking about this today. I am just telling you that you should. Hoping and waiting on Nigeria to work is like expecting your own future to be ruined. I'm not talking about your own future literally, right? I'm actually talking about that future that you probably don't think much about, but you think should be glorious enough if you work hard. There will be that future stolen from you. If Nigeria of today is what you still believe in, ask them to do something, force them to do something, make them do something, or you do something if you can. Thank you so much, everyone, again tonight. It's been a long day. I'm going to be back to work tomorrow, get some refreshment and refreshing myself back again. And when I get back again, we'll continue from here. Nigeria is off to the dog, and Yorubas, like the Igbos, are working every day to bring themselves and many to the reality that except you do, you fight for what will save you, what will kill you will kill you now. And that's what Yorubas should think too. What is that future? Buhari can't build anything. Is here in the UK. There are many of them who are currently that we don't even know about, who are either in the UK, America, all over the world receiving medical care too, at the expense of the people in Nigeria. Nigeria has gone to the dogs. The people will be the casualties. And when we say people, think about our own people, the Yorubas. And that's why I said we should know and talk about this tonight. I have something I'm going to share with you from our Age Nigeria Foundation. Thank you very much. African Wahala. I met nobody. I remember now. You remember that my regular guy, nobody, on Maiyegun Diary Politico here, right? I met him in London today. Very proactive, very, very brilliant bros, honestly. And he's an Oduduwa son to the, to add to it, quite a classy guy. So from the Age Nigeria Foundation, remember meanwhile, I think, before I close it, I should tell you this. It's an update. Akonji, the footballer, Akonji in Ethiopia, we have closed donation for him, and we have realized a total of £423 to send that over to him. When that is done, that's going to be work done later tonight. Going to London made it impossible for me to chase that properly today, but it will be done between tonight and tomorrow, and you'll get the update. So that's how much he's going to get, minus the transfer charges, which all details will be forwarded to him as well. I'm so thankful to every one of you who turned up. All of you. Thank you very much. There's another update. You remember that that £500,000 that we raised for Age Nigeria Foundation? Yes. Well, they sent a video where they had a time with the aged in Odo-Ogbolu and so many other areas where they actually, they did a package where I think I should share that with you first before I tell you. So your money, your donation, every penny you sent out did this, and they want to say thank you.
It is the tradition of Age Nigeria Foundation to celebrate our elderly on international days, to be able to interact with their peers for the purpose of preventing loneliness and depression, and be visible in our society. To celebrate them on World Health Day, the president of Age Nigerian Foundation engaged them with a lecture titled Preventive Health Care and Independence in Older Age. She also engaged them with wellness exercise. This we do regularly with older people to keep them active. Building a fairer, healthier world for older people is this year's theme by WHO, and it will be our guide on health for older people this year. Age Nigerian Foundation and older people in Odo-Ogbolu Ijebu, Ogiremo show a deep appreciation for your full support to our program. We sincerely appreciate Maiyegun General Olushola Badero and all his followers who donated to our food bank project in Odo-Ogbolu Ijebu, Ogiremo Ijebu Ode, Abeokuta in Ogun State, and Lekki Orile in Lagos State. We supported over 250 older people with food box as we commemorate World Health Day on April 8 and 9 in Ogere and Odo-Ogbolu. Over 200 older people were served with hot meals as we hope to sustain Meal on Wheel for older people. Your old age will be more glorious. You will spend your old age in quality life. Thanks and God bless you all for supporting Age Nigeria.
So thank you to every one of you who shared the broadcast and every one of you who also reached out. Your donation changed lives, touched lives. 250 aged citizens from 3 different locations were reached out to, and they are grateful. So to everyone who might still want to reach out to Age Nigeria Foundation, in support of them, you can reach them through this detail. Okay, so thank you so much. I decided to give you that update because as they say in Yoruba, yini yini keni le shemi. So which means to everyone who has helped, thank you. People are actually smiling. Food box, I love that. It looks so kind of respectful in a way, kind of classy. When they get home and they open up, they'll find everything they normally get in handbags, right? Food, this, that, supplies, medicals, and every other thing they give to them. They'll find them in a single pack. And that's pretty much decent. I love treating elderly people that way, or treating everyone respectfully. If we can do it that way, not treat them shabbily, like they are just some sort of statistics. So thank you to every one of you. Your money touched lives. So thank you. And to my brother, Prince, I met this great man. Where did I even leave that my card? I'm gonna pick that up anyway. Prince, I just read the comments now where somebody was asking about that our Biafran brother who was leading that charge, warm up, push. Buhari is a criminal. Push. Buhari is an animal. Push. Buhari is a murderer. Push. Buhari, is such an. I told him, I said, I love your vibe. I love your vibe. And he's an amazing guy, by the way. Do you know what he did? Right? I think I should tell you. When I was leaving, he came to me and he said, Maiyegun, you are a great guy and you are saving lives and you may not know. I have something for you. Guess what? I was actually shocked, honestly speaking, and I'm so kind of wowed. You know what he did? He gave me 60 pounds. 60 pounds, right? In an envelope. And he just tucked it into my jacket pocket. And I was like, I didn't even see that until I was on the plane. I was like, what was that? And then he went into his car and he gave me his card. And I'm going to call him. He's a wonderful guy. I met with him. I spoke to him, and his own spirit, his spirit is kind of contagious, right? Somebody that when you are around, even if you are feeling kind of like, push, by the time you get into the vibe, man, people love him. And he's been doing it for days now. So thank you, bro, if you are watching, because you told me you always watch. And I'm so, so, so happy to have met you today. I mean, you left me with an impression. Nobody ever gave me money. And I'm saying this publicly now. No one has ever given me money in this country. Take this cash. Nobody has ever given me money. So when I checked that, I was a little bit surprised. I was like, but then I remember what the time we had together, I was like, wow. He said, when I watch your videos, when I watch your broadcast, and I watch my brothers, other people who are like chipping in and, giving you money on your program, I don't know how to deal with all of that. And I'm like, if I see you, Maiyegun, I will give you money. I was like, okay. So he's an amazing guy. Somebody mentioned him and I have to also acknowledge him. Same thing with Mrs. Agba. I'm so sorry I didn't grab your first name, but this amazing lady, I'll call her lady because they say, especially all the ladies who came out today, all right? They say if you want to find an African woman's problem, just call her a woman. But if you want her to smile, call her a lady. Very, very honorable lady who was there today with printed Oduduwa anthem. And we all sang Oduduwa anthem in front of Bokwari's house today. That was something special, something that I won't forget. I mean, in a long time. So if you're watching me, keep doing what you are doing. Everyone should keep doing what they are doing. We all have a role to play, a part to play, and we all have an influence to influence all ourselves. You all gave me a lot of, you all had a lot of influence on me today, and you gave me a lasting impression that this is not just social media. There are actually faces behind all these names, all these comments. There are actually faces, and I'm so happy to have made it down today. To all of you, if you are watching, you should be proud of yourself, and everyone who is related to you should be proud of you. I am proud of you, and I'm proud of us for being bold enough to make that happen today. To everyone who has been going there, making that impression every day, what you are doing is that you are taking your protest offline. You are taking your protest offline to go and take it out there. You know what I mean? You're not just leaving your protest online, you're taking it offline too. And to everyone who is doing same all over the world, keep doing it. At the end of the day, we will make the number and we will shake the foundation. And when you shake the tree, they say when you shake the tree, the fruits will drop. When we shake Nigeria tree, all these terrible fruit will drop and die. When they die, Nigeria will follow them. You don't have to say amen. And if you say amen to that, yes, amen. I'll see you some other time. Enjoy the rest of the night. And please, if you don't mind, sing along with me just before you go. It is the Oduduwa anthem. Good night.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súnràkì Maiyegun ti dé, àní ẹ̀súnràkì Maiyegun ti dé, lórí Facebook Maiyegun ti dé, àní ẹ̀súnràkì Maiyegun ti dé, lórí YouTube Maiyegun ti dé, àní ẹ̀súnràkì Maiyegun ti dé, bọ́ba bá gbé wúrẹ́ Maiyegun máa wí, àní ẹ̀súnràkì Maiyegun ti dé, ijó ìgbádìyẹ àní ẹ̀súnràkì Maiyegun ti dé, pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o àní ẹ̀súnràkì Maiyegun ti dé, kí gómìnà kówó jẹ àní ẹ̀súnràkì Maiyegun ti dé, ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá àní ẹ̀súnràkì Maiyegun ti dé, aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o àní ẹ̀súnràkì Maiyegun ti dé, òkúra olóṣèlú àní ẹ̀súnràkì Maiyegun ti dé, ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súnràkì Maiyegun ti dé, àní ẹ̀súnràkì Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé, gbogbo gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì.